For this job, these are the items that are needed. You really don't need too much. I've got my lug wrench with the lug key, a rag, some gloves, a screwdriver that may or may not be needed, and then I've got the rear brake wear sensor cable and then the front brake wear sensor cable. This is the driver's side front brake wear sensor cable. Goes from the caliper, goes through the little rubber pieces on the bleeder, and then routes up underneath here, comes out here. You just got to pop that out. Then it comes over here to here, and then there's another one up underneath there, and then another holder right there, and then it disappears up under the wheel well liner or splash guard. Problem is, once it disappears up under here, it's difficult to get to. You may think that the way to get to it is to remove this cover and it'll show up somewhere under here, but it doesn't. Two ways that you can proceed are you can remove the 7 screws that are on the wheel well liner, and after removing the 7 screws, you would have to remove all 9 of these plastic retainers, and then you would be able to remove the wheel well liner. Option 2 is you can remove this plastic retainer, that plastic retainer, and this plastic retainer, and then pull it back and then reach up in there and feel for the connector. In this case, I'm going with option 2. I remove the plastic retainer from here, here, and here, which will now allow me to pull the liner back, and then you can see the connector right up in there. This brake pad wear sensor cable is not being replaced because it's worn. The elbow on here was broke. It still works. It's been on here for a year and it still functions. But since I replaced the other one, it's now time to replace this one. So what you're going to do, you can see the nub on here is not even touched, so that part of it is still good, just not comfortable with the elbow being broke. Then you're going to remove these rubber pieces on the bleeder. The majority of the cable removed from all the holders, and now I just have to reach up in here, find the little push tab, and disconnect it. You definitely want to compare both cables to each other before you actually put it on your vehicle. Make sure they're the same length, and then also make sure that these little rubber pieces are basically in the same vicinity. They may not be perfect, they'll be a little bit off. And then again, this is the new cable, this is the old cable. The new cable does have this, it goes over the bleeder screw, but it doesn't have this piece. So this piece is going to be taken off here and put on the new cable. When you put this on, you got to put it on this way. Alright, so that's in place. So this will go over the bleeder screw, and then this is the dust boot that goes over the top of the bleeder screw. Something you do need to be aware of is this little metal horseshoe that's inside the elbow. May come off the old one, and in this case this one did, so just make sure it's not in there. Got the brake pad wear sensor elbow connected to the back brake pad. It's in there nice and snug. Got the dust boot back on the bleeder screw. I've got it routed through all these cable routers, and then also up under here, and then all the way up here at the top. Now the only thing left is to connect it up top. I've got it connected. Everything's put back in its original position. Now I just need to put the plastic retainers in, and then the last thing to do will be to take it for a drive and see if I get a brake pad warning. If you haven't already, please be sure to like, comment, and or subscribe. Thanks for watching.